Greetings, my human friends. Let me put this aside. So, this is Rudolf of Germany, the tall white alien, and I had my little amulet the wrong way. I'm sorry about that. Today's topic is the danger of women in politics. Now, this might sound like I'm coming from another century, where women's right to vote and women's rights in general were not existing, and the man was the one who had the say. I am from another century, as most of you know by now, and I would like to make a point here about women in politics. Am I generally against women in politics? No, I am absolutely not. A real, healthy, positive woman in politics is a very beautiful thing, and I believe men who have certain attributes and are very important in politics should not be the only ones. There should be a good amount of level-headed women in politics. But what is the problem? Let me tell you. The problem is simple, that the wrong women are in politics. Women who take women's liberation and feminism to an extreme. Why are women taking, some women, not all, taking feminism to an extreme? And that is the point. They take feminism to an extreme because they are, let me see here, it's again the wrong way, sorry. They take that to an extreme because they are miserable. They are unsatisfied and miserable. They are not happy with their own self. And because of this, because of their misery, they do not like, or in many instances even covertly, hate men. And that is a very unhealthy thing. A happy, self-confident woman has no issue with men, as much as a healthy man does not have any problems with women. Quite the opposite. But women in politics are generally feminists to a certain extent. And feminists are people who do not like men. And if you do not like men, you have absolutely no right to be a politician. Now, you might say, why not? A confident woman who does not like men should have the same right to be in politics like anybody else. No, they should not have the right to be in politics. They should not have the right to be in politics because 50% of the human population are male. And if you do not like men, then you're not speaking in your political career and in decision making for half of the population you are supposed to represent. That is the reason I'm against feminists, women liberation ladies, and other miserable creatures to be in politics. There is no place for you in politics, because you do not represent all spectrums of the human population. And that's why the Democrats and the socialists and the ladies which you see who represent them, Pelosi and all these kind of, I don't even know all their names, really. But all these ladies, just look at their faces. They make a facial recognition program right now. That means they can, when they screen your face, tell you if you are a Democrat or a Republican, if you are conservative or if you're one of the communists, for example. They can tell you by looking at a man's face or a woman's face where you come from. They can even tell you that because of your childhood you took a certain way in one or the other direction of beliefs. But look at the faces of these women who are in politics, in American politics. How miserable they look. How can a miserable looking person be allowed to be in politics? Because the face will tell it all. The face will tell if you are a positive person and an asset to society who will turn society more positive, or if you are a miserable person who will bring the misery into politics, into every house of the country. Look at these feminist ladies in politics, study their face and it will tell you if they belong in politics or not. Women, healthy, positive women in politics is something very, very important because they also represent their own gender and they should. But miserable people, feminist people, men-hating women, they have no place in politics, and you see what happens if they are in politics. Right now, the fascistic, communistic, Marxistic people in the United States of America turning a once free country into a prison, and women are in the forefront of this. Women, miserable women, are the ones who trigger this horror which America is going through right now. And this little puppet Biden, well, he is only a frontman. Always remember that. No miserable women in politics. Rudolf of Germany.